What if I told you that surviving the Trojan War was the easy part? When the walls of Troy finally fell, Odysseus, king of Ithaca, master of cunning, should have sailed home in triumph. Instead, he made one fatal mistake. He blinded Polyphemus, the Cyclops son of Poseidon. The sea god heard his son's howl of pain, and from that moment, the ocean itself became Odysseus's enemy. His ships were hurled off course immediately. The wind god Aeolus gifted him a bag of storms to speed his journey, but his greedy crew tore it open, and the tempest flung them backward.
Ours.
They stumbled into the land of Lastriconians, giant cannibals who smashed their fleet like toys and ate his men by the handful. Only one ship survived. And here's what nobody tells you about the Circe. She didn't just turn his men into pigs.
We
She
deserve
made
better than
Odysseus
this.
want
Look at it
to stay.
splash!
The sorceress
To
held
us,
him on her
the
island for a
victors.
full year, feasting, sleeping, forgetting Ithaca. It was only when his men begged him, "Captain, have you forgotten home?" that he tore himself away. But before he could leave, Circe sent him somewhere worse than any monster's lair, the land of the dead. There, among pale shadows and dead people, he met his dead mother and learned she had died of grief waiting for him. He sailed on, half broken. He plugged his crew's ears with wax and lashed himself to the mast to survive the siren song. Those beautiful voices that promised knowledge but delivered drowning. He threaded the needle between Scylla, the six-headed beast, and Charybdis, the whirlpool that swallowed ships whole. Scylla snatched 6 of his men mid-row. He heard the screams and kept rowing. Then came the moment that destroyed everything. Because the worst enemy Odysseus ever faced wasn't a monster. It was hunger. Stranded on the island of the sun god Helios, his starving men slaughtered the sacred cattle while Odysseus slept. The god's punishment was instant and absolute. The storm shattered the last ship, every man drowned. Odysseus alone survived, clinging to the wreckage, washing ashore on Calypso's land, where the nymph kept him captive for 7 years, offering him immortality, offering him paradise. He wept every day, staring at the sea toward Ithaca. Finally, Zeus commanded his release. Odysseus built a raft with his own hands and sailed. Poseidon shattered even that, but the sea nymph Leucotha saved him, and the Phaeacians carried him home at last, 20 years after he had left. He arrived to find his palace overrun by suitors courting his wife Penelope, eating his food, dismissing his son. They didn't recognize the rat beggar in the doorway. Nobody recognized him until he strung his own bow, fired an arrow through 12 axe heads without blinking, and turned to face the room. The king was home.